don't want to make you feel old, but did you notice anything?
I mean, you just have. Hi, my name's Anna Meer. I'm Transport Director here at Marins.
Hi, I'm Will Groves, Transport Planner at Marins.
Hi, Kurt Hardy, Principal Transport Planner here at Marins.
And we
are the Transport Planning team. That was difficult. So how did you get into transport planning?
Well, always loved geography.
Yeah.
I was at college and I was talking with my careers advisor about what the next steps are, and we were going through different options and transport planning was one of them. Read it and just thought, that sounds right up my street. And I think I was 17. Yeah, and I thought that's something I really want to pursue, but I kept on with geography, did geography at degree level.
So you just read a page that said, this is transport planning, and you were like, that's me, bit of me.
Well, I read pages on all kinds of careers, but I was like, that's the one that just naturally appealed to me, and I was like, that just sounds super cool. And I did my transport modules, loved those the most of all my modules. So I've just always kind of focused down that alley, did my dissertation on transport, loved it.
Yeah, decent.
It's always just been something that naturally, I've always tried to do things that naturally appeal to me, rather than forcing it, and it's always just been something that, naturally enjoyed it.
Very good. Were you similar, Anna?
Yeah, because you did geography, didn't you?
Yeah, mine was more of an accidental route, not so much a planned career move. I actually wanted to do town planning, urban design.
Yeah.
Applied for a graduate rotation scheme. Transport planning was on there as well. It's like, how different can that be? And stuck with it.
So you didn't actually read a module on transport planning? It was just this job came up and you were like, transport planner?
Absolutely. Like you, did geography at university. But transport planning, got into that and just stuck with it ever since.
Here you are, 25 years later.
I think because there are so many different parts. There are so many different parts of transport planning.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. And you can be, I want to be a traffic modeller.
Yeah.
I want to look at policies, sustainable travel plans.
It's part of the reason I love it. It just feels so varied. Like today I'm modelling, tomorrow you might be designing, then you might be writing up your report, doing your travel plans, your sustainability. There's so much to it. It's never boring. We said this the other day, didn't we? You're never clock watching.
No.
Never once have you ever clock watched. It's just bang, time's gone because you're just into what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
How did you get into transport planning?
So not geography, so that's a big difference between you two. It's a similar thing though that you mentioned. So someone that was in the transport planning sort of industry showed me what he did, because we was just on about jobs, a bit of the gathering, and he showed me, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And he showed me all the different things that he does on a day to day, and I was like, oh, that's a bit of me, that's a bit of puzzle sort of solving. So luckily I was offered a sort of apprenticeship role. So before I went to uni, decided to go down the apprenticeship role instead, and just ended up doing the sort of normal 4 days working at the place, doing transport planning, a day a week at college, and it was possibly the most perfect route for me. Just very much enjoyed it, but that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
Chance that someone I knew worked in it.
I think more people should go down that route, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Think about your age and the experience you've got.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Huge benefit, and obviously, but I guess, I didn't have the luxury of doing geography like you two.
It was good fun.
Probably luckily so.
Well,
I think one of the things that I get asked quite a lot, given we've only been here, a couple of months now, is why we actually joined Marins. I mean, what are your thoughts, Kurt?
I think the one of the biggest ones is it's like a home from home in a way, because it's a multidisciplinary company that does architecture, does planning, does heritage, and we sit as part of that team, which was very similar to where we were previously, and that was such an easy transition coming here. So I think that's a huge benefit, or one of the reasons why we came here. What would you say in addition to that?
I think, like you say, we've all worked together in sort of previous life before we joined in Marins, and we've always had an awareness, appreciation of Marins, the sort of schemes that they work on, and we've just seen them grow from sort of afar. and to have the opportunity to join that, offering up a new transport planning service, it's just fantastic. Sat amongst planners, urban designers who are already working on great schemes, and just to be able to sit alongside them like this, sit around the table with a plan, just fantastic opportunity for growth, to be honest.
I guess just to add to that too, it's also the fact that we already worked with people within Marins before
Yes,
coming
true.
here, so it was almost like there's so many familiar faces, and so walking in the door on that first day, it's not here's 20, 30 people, you're like, oh my god, who's all these people?
Yeah.
It was people we've already worked with, that we enjoy working with, and it just seemed like the right fit for us, I guess, as a group.
Albeit they're taller than they've seemed on Teams for the past 3 years.
Very true. So what are you most excited about in the sector that we're in at the moment? Like, what's the biggest change that you see happening?
I suppose, well, you guys describe it differently in terms of how long I've been in the industry. Say 20 years plus.
Yeah.
So I suppose I've already seen a lot of change in terms of national guidance, policy. What we were sort of looking at when I started my career is so different to what we look at now. So there it was very car focused. It was all about forecasting how much traffic will be generated, and we build the roads to accommodate that. And it's so different now, and I think it's just only going one way in terms of sustainability. So I think now it's exciting, especially having the in-house urban design team as well, that we are designing for what we want a place to be, and that's what's exciting to me. We're not just retrofitting, you know, building more highways and links and what have you. It's, okay, we want more active travel, so how are we going to design for that? I found that quite exciting compared to where we were.
Kurt, what's a common misconception in the industry? Or people looking in, let's say planners looking in, so people that are sort of adjacent to our industry, and also your mum and dad, your average person.
Oh, geez, two-part question.
Don't call his mum and dad average.
They are pretty average. So I guess for other people who do work in the industry, a common misconception is that all we do is focus on an access or a junction, and that's all we do. And maybe once upon a time, 10, 15 years ago, we did. But now it's not just how do you get in and out of a new site, let's say. It's how do people move around the site, how do they connect into the existing facilities. And I think people, particularly planners and urban designers, are understanding that we link together and we work together to form almost the best layout. So I think that's the biggest misconception there, is we do a lot more than on the face of it what people may think. For my mum, the average mum and dad, let's say, my mum and dad just think I count cars, or they think that I'm involved with speed cameras and speed humps and all the things, potholes, and I don't think they understand the sort of scale that we work at, and that we don't really do what the council do as part of your normal council tax. So yeah, that's the misconception that I find. What about you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go to the hairdresser, and they always say, what do you do for a living? And I have to do a bit of, what shall I say? 'Cause there's so many ways to describe it. Am I a transport planner? Am I a highway engineer? And then they just think that, yeah, you ruin their journey to work, and can I fix Derek Dooley Way or something, in terms of, I get held up at this red light, can you not change it for me? So yeah, it's a common misconception.